Hello, everybody. Hello, my collective. So, today, also, I'm still sick, so that's why I sound nasally. But today, we're going to be channeling our daily message for the collective. Alright. Also, before I started, just cleansing, I know you need it. But anyway, so before I get into the reading, I just wanted to say real quick that I was meditating. I usually meditate before I do these readings. And it's just, it's the message of God is always with us, or source, whatever it is that you believe to be the higher power. It's, for me, it's God, but again, it's different for everybody. And there is, he's always with us every step of the way. Even when we discredit or denounce him, he's still there. And that's the kind of unconditional love that God shows us. And even just talking about it, look, he makes me tear up a little bit because I just been kind of like realizing that, like, it's really precious. Anyways, so Spirit, what is the daily message? So we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. How did the clarifier? So the clarifier is the Fool. So these are the cards you guys got for the day. And this is what I'm getting. This Ace of Cups could have been in reverse for one or two reasons. The first reason is maybe you received an offer that wasn't good for you. Okay, so maybe there's a type you like to date and this type is inconsistent, unreliable, etc., etc. So if you rejected this Ace of Cups, like, an offer of love, or if the offer of love was never given to you, that was for a good reason. Okay? And then the second thing, maybe somebody didn't take the Fool's Journey approach. So if, let's say, this Ace of Cups was actually good for you, you were in this energy. Like, you didn't receive it because you weren't willing to trust it. You weren't willing to go with the flow. Okay, right? To accept the journey that is loving another person. But yeah, because with the Fool card, it just kind of makes me think like either you didn't have trust in the universe, or maybe you just weren't ready for this. So if there was a situation you were thinking about, if you were thinking about somebody that you have romantic feelings for, maybe even spent one too many passionate nights with them, and they never extended this offer of love, it could be because there's some balance that this person does not currently have, or maybe you're the unbalanced one, right? So there are some things you need to deal with emotionally, spiritually. Just like there's something here that wasn't quite a match. And either way, I do want to remind everybody here, right? Like, what is meant for you is for you. And it's that simple. Some friendships require you to twist your spine backwards and then do 3 hoops, 3 jumps in order for it to work. And then there's some friendships that just work. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, because this could also be a thing about friendship too, right? Like, maybe there's somebody you had a friend crush on and you couldn't quite, for whatever the reason, it just wasn't working out. And what I get is, like, I think either way, as a collective, we need to spend more time in this energy or building towards this energy of trusting in the divine. That's what the Fool card is. The Fool doesn't have a plan per se, but the Fool does trust that the universe has got their back. That God is there every step of the way, and this is, the whole journey of the tarot is to get to this point. And I mean, we're about to make some big leaps. We're about to make some big leaps, and these big leaps are going to cause us to leave certain things behind, things that don't serve us. Can I get another card, Spirit, for the Ace of Cups? Wow, did you guys see that? It literally hit Deku in the face, and then just... So, the Three of Cups, this is a repeat message. Yes, I mean, there's so many ways to read this card, but I'm getting the sense it's about your spirit team. Your spirit team. Okay, so with the Fool and the spirit, I feel like your angels know something you don't know. Like, if you came to this reading with the intentions of hearing about a specific person, this is your message. Your message is if there's something you wanted, like let's say you want a romantic partnership from a person and they're either not able to commit to you, or they just, it's something about the whole situation, like you're not getting what you wanted out of it, what you thought was going to come of it. That worked out for your best interest. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, like you could have been, like someone could have been manipulating you, okay, and you didn't realize it. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you probably had, this person most likely appeared to be generous, but actually their intentions with you were rather promiscuous. Okay, with the King of, like, I'm just like flipping through here, okay, like just flipping through, and I get these, and some of these cards are coming out, and I feel like there's a message here with like, what you don't know is beneath the surface, this person never had any intentions to commit to you. So whoever this, I'm getting their energy as this Queen of Cups in reverse. This person could have been highly, highly emotionally manipulative. Like, especially if this is a masculine energy, this could be a masculine energy that has deceived you into thinking they had good intentions. But this is what you don't see, right? And your spirit team, because I mean, maybe you're already embarked on this fool's journey. Maybe you are the fool and you're just blindly going where your feet take you. And this is what spirit wants you to do, right? You're being protected every step of the way, and this rejection or this lack of love offer is what's in alignment for you at this time. This is what's actually best for you, and you don't realize it. And as I say this, a certain scenario is coming to my mind. So I feel called to talk about it. Like relatively recently, hold up, actually I like it better when it's like this. Anyways, so relatively recently I had been in a connection with somebody who, I thought like we had a genuine spark, a genuine bond. But then every time I kept seeing them, I saw different sides to this person until I finally realized like this is not at all the same person I met like a while back. Okay, and every time we met, like they always had underlying intentions to lay with me, to sleep with me, and most of the time I would like reject those intentions, right? Like I just wouldn't give in. And they seemed chill with that. So in my head, I thought, oh, it's because like they actually don't just want that. They want like a genuine connection with me. Because I mean, if I'm not giving in to them, like, and if this is really all they wanted, then and then they don't get it, then why do they keep talking to me? Why do they keep hanging out with me? And then when I get into those cycles of thinking like that, then eventually I would feel comfortable enough to sleep with them, and the cycle would repeat itself. You know what I mean? So, like, we go through periods of non-contact, and then we go back into contact, usually because the other person initiated contact. But then eventually, like, I had to stop seeing things from my perspective, and I had to start seeing things from their perspective. They would only message me when they were bored. I'm sure they had other options, but in comparison to their other options, I am like, like there's something about the Fool that's enticing. There's something about somebody who has such divine trust in the universe that tempts darker energies. There's something about people who have a secure sense of who they are, and even though they don't know where they're going, they still have a destination. You know what I mean? Like something is still planned out. There's something magical about people who trust in God. whether, and also I think there's a pull too. Like, oh my gosh, we're at like 10 minutes. I need to stop talking. I'm going on about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this is supposed to go on my. Okay, well, this is gonna be a YouTube video now. Hi, yeah. So I wasn't planning on making this a YouTube video, but that's where we're going. So like the first 10-ish minutes are gonna be on TikTok, and potentially Instagram as well, and then the rest are gonna go up on my YouTube channel because I got more to say, baby. I have a lot more to say about this. So yeah, and conveniently at the back of the deck, hey, what do we have? The 5 of freaking swords, the 5 of freaking swords, and then the page of swords. So here's what I'm getting. After some investigation on your part, you are going to find out that this person never had good intentions towards you. Okay, like a storyline is kind of appearing in front of me, so there's some truth that spirit is going to reveal to you. This is going to cause you to be curious, and then you're going to find out that they have a Queen of Wands in secret. Okay, there is somebody manipulating them, or they are manipulating a person behind scenes. And when with the 8 of swords, you're gonna feel very trapped. I'm getting a sense of like you're gonna discover something about this person that changes your perspective on them and makes them realize, you're gonna realize they're just a fucking failure. But don't be blind to truths, okay? This is really awful energy. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It is freaking awful. I'm burning some more Palo Santo. Out of habit. But I am gonna relay the message that Spirit wants me to relay. I personally just don't like the energy I'm experiencing, so I'm gonna like give myself a little reset. Just like, yeah. Okay, so you guys, the situation is a little messed up. Okay, I'm gonna pull more cards, but so start up. We have this Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a love offer you wanted, but you never received. The Fool card, I think this is you. I think you are confused, right? Because you're just like prancing along, going into your next chapter of your life, doing the next thing, and wondering why you're being stopped. Why did the edge suddenly appear? You're confused. You're like, why? I mean, I was just peacefully going on my journey, and now I'm being asked to stop and redirect. Like, why did that happen? And then the thing is, it's like there are a couple things I want to say about this. You didn't choose the best route. Spirit is there to help you. Spirit is there to guide you. But where you go is dependent on where you want to go. The Fool isn't being controlled. The Fool is simply being guided. So it's your world, girl. Like it's what you want to do with it. It's where you want to go, and you unintentionally pick the path that would cause you to stop here. Are we seeing the resemblance? Are we getting the image? Are we getting the picture here? So you were being guided to stop, right? This isn't happening the way you wanted it to because it wouldn't work out in your best interest, and there's no other way to explain it. Your spirit team is helping you right now, is trying to help you see what you're blind to because you don't know the full picture. You don't know the full picture. You don't know what they know about the situation. You don't know what this person has been hiding behind your back for like months. For some of you, could even be longer. Okay. Like you've been texting this person, you've been chilling with them, you've been, maybe some of you do a little more with them, right? Like maybe you guys smoke together or something like that, right? But you have a connection with this person that you've built and you think is trustworthy, but actually it's about to lead you to the end of this cliff. Like you don't even realize it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull more cards and see what wants to come out. Okay, but there is truths being revealed here. Okay, so we got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, then we got the Page of Wands. So, okay, so yeah, I think honestly, for a lot of you, you've been getting the sense something's wrong. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've already decided to disconnect from the situation. I think this person's energy is this Page of Wands, potentially. I'm actually gonna grab a clarifier because I'm not like super sure why this page showed up, but look at the way the way the page appears to be looking at this Ten of Cups. So I feel like you or someone, I can't tell if it's you or the other person or if the both of you can mirror each other sometimes. But it's a feeling of somebody wants this like Ten of Cups but is completely unsure of how to go about it. Not to mention the Ten of Cups came in reverse, so it's not actually the Ten of Cups. Does that make sense? Right, the Ten of Cups moment is like married, has the kids, in a like happy family. But in the reverse, I kind of get the sense maybe all that is there except for the genuine love. So you've ever seen like couples or families, like they have the kids, they have the house, they have the car, but they're not happy whatsoever? That's like right now in this present moment, that's the way that spirit is like presenting this energy to me. Also, I don't know if you guys heard, my tummy just growled. I'd be hungry though, but I'm gonna eat a bit. I just want to get this message out before. But you get what I mean? Like, it's like they have it all, but except for the love. And the way that this page is going at achieving this Ten of Cups, that's what's gonna happen. So like this page is not going to be able to receive the Ten of Cups moment that they want because they don't know how to do the necessary internal work to get there. This page is all focused on the 3D and materialistic things. So the person that you guys are talking to, because I'm starting to pick up their energy as this page, is not a mature person. This is somebody with a lot of passion and a lot of things going on in their life. They got multiple projects, and they appear to be very immature, but they could be older than you as well. This person is like I would say they're focused on themselves more than anything else. Okay. And if you're looking for an authentic bond or authentic love or connection like that, you're not going to get it from this person. I really don't get it. And also at the back of the deck, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So I feel like there's a separation going on currently. I think there is a separation going on between you and this person. But yeah, there's a separation going on and a feeling of isolation on both, like you both feel like alone when you're not together. So you know, this could mark some kind of bond that you may share, or you could just have like an energetic accord with this person. And if you no longer want to be feeling tethered to them, I would suggest cord cut and cleanse. But yeah, so if you're wondering why this didn't work out, okay, if you're the Fool card here, okay, someone who has a significant amount of trust in the universe to help them get through life right now, right? Like, I mean, or, you know, to guide you through life. The message here is this person has this Page of Wands you want to start something with. This Page of Wands you want to receive an offer of love with does not know how to create true happiness. This is somebody who's not done the internal work that you've already done to get to that point. Like, right? Like, I would assume if you're here in this present moment, I'm just imagining you've done the internal work. I don't know for sure. That's not necessarily a message I have received. But I feel like if you have learned to trust the universe, then I also feel like that means you've learned to do the internal work. So if you found the love of your life, I would imagine you would not fumble the bag. I feel like you would actually, you know, talk about your issues when something comes up. You know what I mean? But this person doesn't know how to do that. This person knows how to walk away prematurely when a situation starts to make them feel uncomfortable. This is not someone who knows how to do intimacy well. Like maybe they know how to, you know, be intimate, but not the intimacy part. Okay, like they don't know how to hold you in a way that makes you feel loved. They don't know how to take care of you when you're sick. Okay, because they don't even know how to take care of themselves when they're sick. So they don't know how to do it for another person, let alone for them. It's like this person is like, in terms of like, oh my gosh, wow. So in terms of like love, they're a page and you're the fool. And think about the hierarchical system of numbers here. Okay, like, isn't zero like the baddest bee in numerology? I don't know, because zero's the full card. And think about it too, like sometimes I used to like sort of interpret like, okay, if you're a king, if your energy shows up as a king or a queen, then you're a bad bee. And yeah, you still are. But do you know who's badder? The fool. Hot take. Hot motherfucking take. I know. I know. Even better than the Empress, because the Fool appears first. Okay, you know what I mean? Like the Fool is on another level. Is on another level, and the rest of the tarot is beautiful too. Like I'm not trying to like be like, oh, if you're not the Fool, then you're something else. Like, no, like you're great too. I don't know, like I'm trying to say here is though, like, it's like, I mean, the way I think about it is like, maybe more spiritually evolved. Okay, like that's what I'm getting here, because it takes a lot of trust to just be blindly walking everywhere with your head in the clouds, knowing that God's got your back the entire way. It takes a lot of trust, and I don't think people like the Emperor, Empress have that level of trust with spirit. You know what I mean? The people like Emperor and Empress are pretty self-sufficient for the most part. They got everything they need going on their own. They don't really need the external help. It's still there. However, you know what I mean? It's still going to present itself. But at the end of the day, like, I don't think the Empress really spends time, like, I don't think the Empress is so careless, essentially. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense with what I'm trying to say here. And this page is nowhere near your level. Like, unfortunately, they're nowhere near your level. They couldn't have that much faith in the universe. So they have a lot of things, a lot of issues they have latched onto and maybe have formed identities around. You know what I mean? Like, there are people out there who are like, oh, it's just my personality type. Like, I'm avoidant. Like, so either deal with it or I'm gonna avoid you. And it's like, okay, girl, you know that you have something wrong with you and you're not choosing to get help. It's like, I can't. I really can't. But do you get what I mean? Anyways, so, okay. So we got the Magician. Oh, okay, that's really interesting. So 3 cards actually came out. I meant to just grab this one, but this one came out and I saw it earlier. Wow, would you look at that? Hmm. Okay, guys, so back at it again with the repeat message. We love confirmations. I'm gonna actually read the King of Wands first. So yeah, so if this person did show up in a bigger, more advanced energy, I would say. I say advanced. I hope that makes sense. There's a difference between a page and a king. You know what I mean? But this person's energy is showing up as both. So the king in reverse, like, this person has a lot of passion towards you, but is misdirected. They don't love you, and if they've ever said they loved you, they did not mean it. I'm sorry, but they didn't mean it like that. If they said it, it was probably in the spur of the moment. This is the type of person that would say stuff like, oh, like, I want you to be my girl, and then makes absolutely no commitments towards you. Okay, action speaks louder than words, baby. Anybody can say anything. I can say I'm the president of the United States. And what would you, and what? You know what I mean? Like, anybody can say anything. So that's why we need to fact check it. You know what I mean? Like, make sure their actions match up with their words. If I'm the president, but I'm like going out there and like, what would be unpresidential? Man, president's gonna do anything they want, like for real. So it's like whatever, it doesn't even matter. But like, excuse me, I'm so freaking sleepy. I don't know why. I like just woke up from a 12-hour like sleep. I can't even call. I was gonna say nap. No, girl. I literally just woke up and I had 12 hours of sleep. I know I had 12 hours of sleep because I slept at 2 and I woke up at 2. But whatever, I'm like ill. I literally have like I have COVID-19 and I feel like a harlot saying that out loud. There's something about saying that out loud. Anyway, but yeah, I'm like sick, so I think that's why I'm tired. Well, like I was saying. So, I'm a little confused about the Magician card. This could mean a couple of things. It could be like some dark magic type ish. This could also be an unhealthy obsession. This person could be obsessed with you and may even turn to like things like divination to figure more things out about you. That's kind of what I'm getting from this Magician card. This is not cute. This person is like obsessed with your energy. I will say this though, the Fool's energy, it's the energy of healing. I'm pretty sure there's Aquarius energy in here. Yeah, and the Aquarius also shows up in the Star card. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you ever feel this person's presence, do not. I I have a feeling you don't like them as much as they like you, and you may think you like them as much as they like you, but actually, you could just be feeling their presence. This person has an intense attraction towards you. That's what it's unhealthy. It's a little unhealthy, borderline devil-like. That's what I get. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting here with passion. First of all, they show up as wand energy, so they have a lot of passion about things in general. And if this passion that they have about things are directed towards you, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel their intensity. That does not mean it's love per se. You know what I mean? Or maybe it is love, but they don't know how to love you because they can't love themselves. Either way, baby, you deserve better. Okay? You deserve better, and better will come. And the final card, which is the 8 of Wands. So this person is going to message you or call you or send you an email or write you a letter. I don't give a fuck, but they will find a way to message you. I get that for sure. They're gonna message you again. And if this is a situation where you guys are like in loops, like, you know, like the same thing like happens over and over again, then this is just gonna be the start of a new cycle, and it's gonna end the same way the past couple cycles. I don't think this person has changed enough for the two of you to make a stable connection. Like if the connection is like they message you up, you entertain it, and then it ends within a couple of days or weeks or months or who knows how long your guys' karmatic cycles go on for, it's gonna be the same unless something changes. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. The Hierophant. Okay, so someone is doing some spiritual work here. Okay. Oh. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. So, okay. It's been 30 minutes. I'm going to leave this soon. So, after I finish reading, of course, duh. Okay, so the final messages are in regards to, I think, yeah, I've been talking a lot about this person, but I think there's a couple of things. First of all, the way that they perceive you is this Hierophant. So you have most likely shed spiritual knowledge on this person. I'm really getting the sense that you're highly, highly spiritual. So I don't think you're very upset that this didn't work out, because I think you do understand the concept that when something doesn't work out for you, it's in your best interest. Like, you get that and you've seen it. And so when this connection turned out to be the way it is currently, I don't think you were too upset. Potentially even too, if you're this Hierophant energy, I feel like you knew it was coming. So that's great. But this is how they perceive you. Okay, and they perceive themselves as this Knight of Cups, so they think they're rather charming. But this is not the best matchup in the tarot deck. You get what I mean? It's like whenever you're together, you show them how freaking great you are, and they admire that a lot about you. You're freaking amazing, okay? You're the type of person that, like, honestly, I feel like people call you big sis or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting. The Hierophant energy is like otherworldly. I mean, still human, but at the same time, like, just like wise beyond your years. And that wisdom is attractive, and this person finds you attractive and wants to make you an offer, but they feel weak. They feel human around you. You strip them away from every title that's ever given their ego a boost, right? Like, if they're living in their ego, you strip all of that away. You show them that there's so much more to life than just living for one's ego, than living to impress other people. You show them that there's so much more to life. And they love that about you, but at the very same time, they cannot handle it because it's their egos are too fragile. This Strength card is ruled by Leo energy. Leo is a rather, it's a sign that is ruled by the sun. I also have a Leo moon, so I'm not like talking smack. You know, I'm talking smack about myself, if anything. But, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm just like thinking, are there other messages too? Like, at the end of the day, beneath the surface of it all, this person has no ill will towards you. This person is, and that's probably why you've entertained the connection for as long as you did, right? Or why you're confused about how everything has played out. This person has no ill will towards you, but you have a way of diminishing their ego in such a capacity that they almost can't handle it. You know what I mean? Like, in front of you, it's like none of their games or tricks work. You probably don't even realize they've been playing games and tricks with you. That's how fucking powerful you are. Like, it's oblivious. It goes over your head, and they know it. They know that whatever ego things they've been trying to do literally doesn't work. What would have caused arguments and made them feel powerful in the past makes them feel weak in your presence, because that is who you are. You are this Hierophant. You are the Fool. You are highly protected by God and your angels. And they can't get enough of it. They literally can't get enough of it. But the way they've been trying to pursue you is all wrong. And they either have to change their approach, or, you know, listen to their angels, listen to God in order to approach you correctly, so that there is an actual hope. But they do see a future with you. It's just like the way they've been trying to create it is unhealthy. Hold up. I feel like pulling more cards. I lied. I said it was going to be the end, but no, there's more. So the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, it's funny. This person is like actually very open. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Queen of Wands finally showed up, which I was a little confused about. But okay, this is interesting. Yeah, I think I'm getting third party energy. I'm getting third party energy. Why is that? Okay. So you remember how I told you guys earlier there are things that you don't know about? These are the things. So this person, so first of all, let me just show you the first three set of cards that came out. There is heavy third party energy. This is why. So we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune card in reverse. Then we have the Queen of Wands. So for those of you who resonated with the cycles, I mentioned something earlier about how there's cycles in this connection. This is why this person is dealing with some kind of karmatic cycle with another human being. Okay, I'm getting, there is somebody in their energy that is someone who is their karmatic match. So the person you're talking to, I'm going to call them the King of Wands, just so we can make things clear. Simple. King of Wands is talking to a Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands and King of Wands have a cycle with each other where, and this is something you have no clue about. You don't even know about this other person, but this other person knows about you. Oh shit. Whoa. What the fuck? You guys, this is actually crazy. There is somebody out there who is like stalking your page, who's actually obsessed with you, and you have no clue who this person is. Literally no idea. But they will not leave the King of Wands alone. They won't leave the King of Wands alone, and the King of Wands has not been making the correct decisions to walk away from this person, and this is part of their karmic justice. This is why whenever you guys are together, the connection doesn't last longer than like a few days. Because they can't, this karma, like, anyway, this queen could be a Leo, can also be like, I'm getting Pisces for a second, but there's Aquarius, Scorpio, and then also Taurus. It could be any one of these signs. This person could be any sign, but their energy is showing up as this Queen of Wands, so they're also very manipulative as well. Emotionally immature. There's something volatile about the connection between this King and Queen of Wands, but I don't know. Okay, but there's like, I want to say, like, there's something about this page that's important. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but yeah, this Ace of Pentacles and then this Justice card. I think that this King and Queen have been together longer than you know. Like maybe they've been dating, or maybe they have finances together. Honestly, like, I don't know. I'm starting to get like blank messages, but I will say this. There's something here about karma and justice. There's something here about karma and justice. Because the Justice card appeared in reverse. So I think that this king has to deal with this queen until their cycle until someone can break the cycle between them, right? Until they can learn whatever it is they were meant to learn together. They have lessons they're meant to learn, but this king is being shown two things. Oh, and this actually, I'm so relatively recently, like earlier this year, we all were experiencing this like north and south node shift. I dabble in astrology. I'm not like well versed in it. Like, I'm not an astrologist, but I do like to keep up, especially because we all are affected by the stars. And so I know relatively recently the north and south nodes were in the signs Taurus and Scorpio. I think it was the north node that was in Taurus and the south node that was in Scorpio. And these shift, like, I don't know how often, but I think like every few months. Anyways, so there was a heavy focus on like, so okay, south node of Taurus, meaning, right, like Taurus is the sign of prosperity. We were being shown as a collective like all the things we ever wanted and how we can get them. And at the very same time, with South Node and Scorpio, we were being shown our worst fears and like how we can get there. Does that make sense? This shift was being shown so we can make decisions. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to be stuck in this energy of fear and your growth be stunted, or do you want a bright and beautiful future? And the choice is up to you. It's always been up to you. You can either align with, I mean, that's how it was like explained to me, right? So South Node in Scorpio, right, is our fears. Our biggest fears come to life, so we can prove to ourselves we can handle them, but also learn. Sometimes there's like trauma that we experience from the past, and without even realizing it, we keep moving forward in life with the trauma on our back, and we get to the point where we're so accustomed to it being on our back that if it was gone, we would put up a fight to get it back, even though it was trash. You know what I mean? Like, even though it didn't serve us in any way, we were holding on to it. I can't believe I'm at 40 minutes. That's crazy. I've been sitting here rambling for 40 minutes and I still have more to say. Anyways, but literally, like, it was like on our backs. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, essentially, like, from the cosmos, we were all being given a chance to choose. And because everything works in free will, we can either have everything we ever wanted, or we can have like our worst nightmares come to life. You know what I mean? And that only comes to fruition when we don't make the necessary internal work to choose better. Sometimes we don't realize we can choose better until we do the healing, until we do the internal work. But people avoid that kind of shit like it's the black plague. And it's sad, honestly. So with that being said, I'm getting this image because I think that you and this person are in a karmatic shift together. Okay, you and this person were experiencing these shifts together. um yes, I believe the south and north nodes were in Scorpio and Scorpio and Taurus, I think, for like a while. I don't know how long though, I can't say for sure. I want to say like a year, but I don't know for sure. I think actually it was for 2 years, but I could be wrong. So if you are really curious, please look it up so you know you have the correct information. You can't just be sitting here believing everything people say, but also, like, I am doing my best to read these cards, and if it resonates, then that means you were meant to find it. If it don't, it don't. And if you're at this point in the video and it doesn't resonate, I mean, I don't know. Thanks for watching, but don't take the messages too seriously. Anyways, with that being said, let's get back into this. So it's starting to make sense. So I think that this King of Wands has like another person, and this is why things are very sporadic, and they're obviously not going to tell you the truth. But there's just something here that, like, you should, the spirit is now allowing you to know through me. Okay, you're now being told this information because it's either now you're ready to hear it, or spirit wants you to make an informed decision. If this person does message you with any kind of anything, be highly inquisitive. Okay, I saw the Page of Swords earlier. Be highly inquisitive, and don't be afraid too. Like, know what you're signing up for, because what I'm getting here is like, this person has been kind of sneaky. Okay, they've been kind of sneaky with this back and forth that they've been pulling with you, but know that on several occasions they chose the other person. So if you guys were talking to each other and then all of a sudden they got weird or they started to ghost you, that's because this other person like knew their energy was being pulled towards you. This Queen of Wands knew that, so they would either message them or something like that would happen, and then boom, you guys stop talking for a week, and you're like, why did they just stop doing that? Like, you know, and you're confused because you're like, I don't get it. But that's because they've been going to this other person, you know what I mean, while you were trying to make space for them in your life. They were talking to other people, and not just any other person, another person that they had either a commitment with, or like it's something here about like this page, like they either offered to make a long-term commitment with this Queen of Wands, or there was something here about like this Queen of Wands, like, anyway, this person is, I don't know, but if they try to ask you to be in a 3-way relationship, just know this is who they also want to be with. Yeah. I don't know. I just saw the King of Cups, but I just pulled it because it looked like it wanted to be pulled, but intuition. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, this is a really strange connection. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I'm sure it's even more confusing for you than it is for me to read about it. But Page of Cups, I still quite don't know why this showed up. I think that this person knows they have a lot to own up to and a lot to apologize for, but they're just simply not mature enough to do it. But that I don't see this connection working out if they don't do it. Do you get what I mean? At the end of the day, though, this person has wronged you. That's what I get very strongly. With this Justice card, they don't deserve you. They genuinely do not deserve you. And you're at the point in your journey where it's just like your spirit team is not going to allow you to be with someone who doesn't deserve you. You know what I mean? And also, I don't think you're going to allow it either. I don't think you're going to allow this type of slide behavior to slide. Yes, I think that's it. So I'm gonna go over the situation again just to make sure I'm reading about it correctly. All right. Okay, so there is this offer of love that you want from an individual, the King of Wands, and this person is not giving it to you, and that is divinely orchestrated. Okay, you feel you feel like you could have something special with this person. It's not like you guys have been together for long. I don't get that. I get the sense that they're like relatively new. Like maybe you've known them for a while, but you haven't talked to them probably longer than like a month or two at a time. Okay, I get the sense it's like there's a lot of cycles here. You don't talk to them for very often. So if this resonates, I feel like it's not going to resonate for a whole lot of people. I feel like it's going to resonate for a few people. But for those of you who do know this person for a while, I just don't think like they've ever gotten deep with you. And every time you've tried to, they would like push you away. But at the same time, though, this person literally does not know how to do that kind of work. This person is like genuinely clueless on how it is that you can get close to another person in that way. So like don't take it personally. They are not close with themselves. This person has intentions of messaging you. Their higher self is literally telling me like they're typing you a message right now. They will send you a message very soon. I wouldn't even be surprised if you got a message halfway through this video. Like they're that dead set on like talking to you. Like it's intense. Okay, like they want to speak to you. They have feelings for you, but they're just more interested in lust. Okay, that's what I'm getting. They're more interested in that than getting to know you romantically. But that's also because when they look at you, oh yeah, this person also does a lot of research about you on their own time. They probably also stalk your page and stuff. Hell, maybe they stalk your page with this other Queen of Wands. Who knows? Who knows how messy this person is? But when they look at you, they know you're of another breed. Like you're something entirely different. Like your energy is divine. It is divinity itself. And whenever they're with you, they feel weak. They feel like they can't hide in their usual egotistical ways that protects their ego. You know what I mean? Like they can't flex on you that they have a fancy car because you don't care. You see right through it. You look into their soul and they've never had that experience and it genuinely like bothers them. But at the same time, it's like they can't get enough of it. And they are talking to this other person. So if you are in a connection with this person, they are cheating on you 100%. So if you are dating, that's what I mean by that. Yeah, this person also has a tendency, I think, to jump from one thing to another without learning their lesson. This is messy. I think that's what this Page of Cups is here to say. Like, this is a messy person. Like, this is not someone who knows how to get their personal affairs in order. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. At the same time, though, there is a desire. They want to extend an offer to you, but they can't because they can't do the freaking work. Anyway, I suspect that you guys are like separation right now. If you're not, I don't know, maybe you should be. But yeah. That's what I see for your situation. I'm sorry I probably couldn't give you as much clarity as you would have liked. Maybe like a one-on-one reading would probably be better for some of you, just so you can get like a clear idea of everything. But yeah, y'all, like I wish you the best of luck. This sounds like a very difficult situation to go through and very draining. I feel drained. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this resonated. Bye.